Welcome to another video by Frankie G is me. Today I was supposed to do an install video for you guys, but United States Postal Service is really bad and I still don't have my part. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to do a different video. I noticed recently that some of the stuff that I've done to my car in the past is not looking as good as it should. So let's check it out real quick. So my Volkswagen logo on the front here, it was only like a little messed up, but I started messing with it earlier today. Mostly because it's been on for 3 years now, ever since I've owned my car. And I just never redid it. So I'm going to redo that today. And I noticed also that this little emblem right here is starting to peel a little. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm a huge fan of Plastidip. When you don't have a lot of cash, it's an easy way to change the look of your car. Pretty much customize it to how you like it. But what happens is a little bit over time, it really starts to not look anywhere near as good as it did the first day that you put it on. And 3 years later, of course, I don't expect it to look nice either. So I'm going to change out some of those things that I've done in the past. I'm not sure what the rear looks like, so let's go check that out real quick. The back actually still looks really good. And like I said, all of this has been on pretty much since I did my car. Still think the back looks good, so we're just gonna work with the front. If I sound a little different, it's because I'm just getting over a cold. I got sick last weekend. Other than that, what we're gonna do is we are going to first do the emblems on the front since those look the worst. Alright, I just finished taking off all that Plastidip that was on the two emblems on the front of my car. I don't think I've ever showed you guys me putting that on because I actually did that before I even started my YouTube channel. Really cool thing is that it's removable. One big thing for me is I hate chrome. I think it looks super cheap, and when you put it on expensive cars, it makes the cars look less expensive. The Lamborghini looks really cool, but it doesn't need chrome wheels. So for me, I think it's really cool that Plastidip is super cheap. There's a lot of haters out there that don't like it, but there's no other product on the market that you can get that would make your car look so much different by spending so little money. So I highly recommend trying out Plastidip if you haven't already. I'll put a link to one that I find on Amazon. It'll probably be a super cheap one that I can find for you guys. Really, you just need 1 can of black Plastidip and you can do all the emblems on your entire car. Or if you want to be crazy, you can do a different color because they come in a ton of different colors. For now, I'm just going to do black because I like the black and white theme. You guys know my car is a Panda, so let's keep it with that. Let's go get some Plastidip. I always have a ton of Plastidip in my house. So here, I'm going to show you guys I have this crazy cabinet. I have a ton of red because I had a plan for that, and there's a ton of gray in the back there, some blue. Some of you know what auto dip is. I've tried it and I don't like it, and the reason why I don't like it is because it has so much fumes that come along with it. So unless you're wearing a mask, you're pretty much gonna die from using it, and those fumes actually linger around. So after I did it to my car, it was there for probably about 2 days, and I didn't get the finish that I was looking for still. You guys might like it better, you probably know how to use it better. From my experience, I don't like it. So we're going to stick with what I know, and I think I have black Plastidip somewhere in here, hopefully. Let's talk about what you're going to need if you're going to do something like this. Of course, you're going to need a can of black Plastidip to do what I'm doing. You're going to need some blue painter's tape. What you want to do as far as the plastic goes is just cover the area of your car that you don't want it to go. It's going to have some overspray also, so the more of the car that you cover, the better you are. And then what I do with the emblems whenever I do that is I just cut a hole in the plastic around it, and then I just tape around that section. As far as these sections here, I normally recommend blocking out that section because your radiator and stuff like that is behind there, and you probably don't want to get plasti dip in it. This time I'm not going to do that because I don't care that much today, because it's a smaller section. I don't think it's a big deal. Other than that, let's get started. Start first by doing a test spray away from the area that you're going to spray. So it's actually perfect that I did a test spray first because I just sprayed white. This whole cap is black, so I thought it was black. Let me go grab a black one and I'll be right back. Okay, so this one is definitely black. I originally checked that other can and then I grabbed the one behind it because the first one is pretty empty. This one does say black on the bottom, so I should be good. I gotta shake this up again. If you look closely, you can tell that that's not a really good spray for the test spray. The reason why my test spray didn't come out so well is not because I didn't shake it enough, it's because the can's super cold from being in my garage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bucket of warm water. I'm going to put the can inside there, let it warm up a little bit, and then I'll start to spray. I just finished doing the first coat of plasti dip on the emblems. It's very important that when you guys spray on the coats, I used to do the first coat super light so it can get some tackiness to whatever you're spraying it onto, but now I actually do it pretty thick in general, and I do that because I like a smoother finish when I'm all done. When you do that though, it's very important that you don't do it too much because then you'll get drips and you have a bad finish to begin with. Second thing that's really important is that you make sure that you let it dry completely before you do your second coat, because otherwise it's going to pretty much be like it's a first coat and it's going to be hard to peel once you're all done. I usually recommend 4 or 5 coats. I used to say 3 coats and you're good, but 4 or 5 you're going to be good a lot longer because it's going to be a lot more durable, and it's also going to be a lot easier to take off when you want it to come off. I'm going to wait probably about 15 minutes to let it dry. If it's colder weather where you guys are, you're probably going to want to use a blow dryer so it dries faster. Other than that, I'm just going to hang out and I'll be back. Alright, so first coat dried. I'm going to do coat 2, 3, and 4 without you guys having to wait each time to do it. So I'm going to throw you on the tripod. We'll do a quick time lapse for it. Oh, also I don't recommend doing anything car related wearing white shoes. But yeah, I guess I'm going to finish it. The final coat is still drying. I put on 4 coats altogether. I already peeled off the plastic and the tape that it had surrounding everything, but I didn't pull off the little bits of plasti dip that are directly surrounding what I actually plasti dip. Leave that on until it's 100% dry, and then once it is, then you can peel it off and it's going to come off all in one piece, which is going to look awesome because it's going to clear the edges around like my GLI logo and my VW logo. So we're going to wait a little bit longer for that. I think the coolest thing about living in an apartment complex is that there's always somebody to get your packages for you. So I don't have to worry about my packages getting returned because there's nobody there. So really cool thing. I'm not going to tell you what this package is because you guys will see that next week. This was supposed to be what I was doing today for you. So that's going to be that fun little surprise.
Wow, look at this place. There's more dough in here than a Swedish bakery.
Look at all my dew. I'm covered in dew.
Hey there! You're covered in dew.
Oh, you spoiled the surprise.
This one right here, you already know what it is. I'm not going to open it though, so you guys will see that probably in a couple more weeks because these two packages are going to take me the longest to do. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to finish cleaning up the edges around the emblems that we plastered up in the front. So let's go do that. The GLI part of my car actually came out really good, so I'm going to not peel around it. I'm just going to leave that part on. I think I'm pretty much done for today. You guys will catch me next Friday. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out, so I appreciate that. Also, if you guys share my videos on your social media, make sure you tag me on it. Other than that, feel free to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at FrankieGisme. Once again, thanks for watching another video by FrankieGisme, and I'm out.
Hey, no, no.